Hey guys, it's Gabriella Simone and welcome back to my YouTube channel.
Oh, I must be dreaming, I must be dreaming,
So in today's video, as you can tell by the title, I wanted to bring you guys a video about how to start a YouTube channel in 2024. It is January 1st, 2024, by the way. Happy New Year! So I thought this would be the perfect time to bring you guys this video because how many times did you say you were going to start a YouTube channel in 2024, 2023, 2022? I know a lot of you guys want to start a YouTube channel or just get into creating content in general. So I thought I would bring you guys some tips and tricks about how I started my YouTube channel and what you guys should do in 2024. So if you guys want to see that, just keep on watching. My first tip for starting that YouTube channel is, one, please do not have those long ass intros that show your social medias, to connect with me, your grandma's social medias, those 20-second, 25, 30-second long intros. Stop it. Those intros are so outdated. Those are so 2016, 2017. Those intros are, in my opinion, are so ugly. I can't stand those long intros. With YouTube, you really have to engage your audience. So if you have a 20-second, 30-second long intro, nobody's gonna want to watch it. You're taking all this time with your intro when you could be taking that time to show your actual content. With your intros, they should be short, sweet, and to the point. Whether it has to be just your name and you put a little song over it, whether it's just your name and your social medias with a song over it. Honestly, I feel like your intro should be no more than 10 to 12 seconds. If you really want to keep people engaged in your video, you want people to watch the whole thing and not just want to skip over and hit the fast forward button. So I would definitely keep your intro short, sweet, and to the point. Also, before you start that YouTube channel, you need to plan out some content. When I first started my YouTube channel, I made my first video, which was a Q&A, and then I didn't post for like a month or two after my very first initial video, which is not a good thing because I didn't have any content planned at all. I just had a Q&A, I posted it, and then I kind of went ghost. And have content that you will actually create. Let's say, for example, you're a beauty channel or you want to do makeup. You're gonna want to make content related to makeup. So how I do my eyebrows, or get ready with me to go out, or how I do my lip combo, things like that. Just get an idea of what kind of content that you want to create, and I would say plan at least 3 to 5 videos before you even make your first one about videos that you would create, just so that you have something stacked up and you won't be like super stressed out on, oh, I have to get a video out. I would just have some content pre-planned so that you'll know what you want to post next. If you have an idea of a video that you want to do, write it down immediately. Like, don't be afraid to create content that's not a part of your niche. That's fine. But if you have an idea, write it down, because 9 times out of 10, somebody else also has that idea and that video could blow up. But that video could have been yours and it could blow up for you. So if you have an idea, write it down, get some ideas about how you want to create that content, and just post it. This is a tip that has been going around for a while now, but a lot of people, when they're making these videos about how to create a YouTube channel or how to become an influencer or whatever, they tend to say to always niche down. But for me, I wouldn't say niche down so quickly, because when you're starting out, nobody really knows what kind of content it is that you're going to be creating. So if you have multiple things that you want to create, I would honestly say create it all. Like, you won't really know what your niche is going to be until you gain some sort of following. I would say just make whatever content you want, and then from there you'll see what content does best on your channel and you can go from there. Regardless of the content that you create, someone's going to be attracted to any kind of video. So you might not get the most views on each video that you create, but you'll soon figure out what videos do best on your channel, and you're more likely going to lean towards those because it gets you the most views. So I would say just create any kind of content and see how your channel does from there. Let's talk about equipment. You don't need a camera when you're first starting out your YouTube channel. Your phone works perfectly fine. And I know you've heard this tip so many different times because it's literally true. When I started my YouTube channel, I used my phone for I think the first 1.5 years before I got my camera. Sometimes your phone is a little bit better than an actual camera. Your iPhone is just as expensive, if not more expensive, than the cameras that we use on YouTube. Your iPhone is over $1,000. So that camera quality works just fine. But when you're first starting out, you 100% do not need a fancy $700 camera, because it's honestly not worth it when you're first starting out. I would say get comfortable in front of your phone camera and just get comfortable talking first, especially if you're new to content creation in general. Do not invest in a camera because your phone does you justice. And with that being said, you can invest in yourself whenever you're ready. That last tip of not getting a camera was just a tip. If you want to get a camera and you know that a camera is what's going to do best for your channel, then I would 100% get the camera. But if you're just starting out and you don't really know what you're doing, then you don't really need it. As long as you have a good quality phone, then you're good to go. If you think you need your camera as soon as you start your YouTube channel, then by all means, go ahead and do that. It's up to you and your channel and how you want to go about it. This next tip is also a tip that I need to take for myself, but consistency is key. Honestly, if you're consistent, you will see a lot more growth in your channel than you would if you weren't as consistent. Honestly, if I could start over my YouTube channel, I would post at least once a week, especially if you're new and you're growing your channel from zero, because the way I like to think about it and the way I still think about it is when you're starting out your YouTube channel, nobody knows who you are and nobody cares who you are. If you're new and you have 0 subscribers, nobody's checking for you, nobody's really looking for you. And I know that's a harsh truth to hear, but it's literally the truth. Nobody knows who you are, nobody cares about your content. So if you're only posting once a month, nobody's gonna want to come back to your channel and be like, oh, what is Alicia posting or what is Zoe posting? Nobody knows when you're gonna post because you're inconsistent. And the same thing goes for me. I need to be posting a lot more than I am right now. But if I were to start over again, I would post at least 1 time a week. So I would say never go more than 2 weeks without posting, just so that your subscribers know that you're gonna be consistent and you're gonna have a video for them to watch. Because at the end of the day, your subscribers are nosy. They wanna know what you're doing. So I would say post at least once a week. Along with consistency, I feel like a lot of new people who are starting YouTube have the mindset that every video needs to blow up and every video is going to be that blow up video. So when you're starting YouTube, don't come in it with that mindset that you're automatically gonna go viral, because I'm sorry to break it to you, you more than likely aren't gonna go viral. Again, unless you have another following from another platform, so let's say Instagram or TikTok, even Twitter. If you already have that platform, then it's easier for you to blow up and grow your following from someone who's starting from 0. So don't come in the mindset thinking that, oh, my video is gonna blow up, and then when it doesn't, you're upset. YouTube has a very funny algorithm and nobody really knows how it works. So I would just say stay consistent and stop thinking that every single video is gonna blow up, because it's not. So let's get a little bit into editing. When I first started my channel, I used iMovie for, I believe, 2 years until I switched over to CapCut, which is what I use now. iMovie is very simple, it's very easy, there's not a lot that you can do. But if you're starting out and you've never edited before, I would say iMovie is your best bet, just so that you can get a feel of how it is to use a software like that. Once you get comfortable using a software like that, you can always switch over. For me, I switched over to CapCut about 5 months ago. The first video that I used using CapCut was actually my room transformation video, and that video got me almost 20K to this day. I would say stick with what you know until you can get a software that is better and you know how to work it a little bit more. CapCut was the best switch that I ever made. Honestly, I feel like it is pretty easy software to use. If anything, you can look up a tutorial on how to use CapCut or how to use any other software in general. But I would say stick with something easy when you're first starting out, because you don't need to do too much. As long as you can make your videos interesting and eye-catching, then it doesn't really matter what app you use. Along with editing, you have to make your videos interesting. If your videos aren't interesting, nobody's gonna wanna watch it. You need to be adding text to your videos, you need to be adding sounds, you need to be adding background noise, you need to be adding cuts. You need to take out as many times as you say ums, so, but, like. Nobody wants to sit here and watch you say, so, like I was saying, like that. Nobody wants to see that. Cut all of that out. Any ums, ifs, ands, buts, anything like that, as much as you can, cut it out. When you're watching your favorite YouTuber, you see them making cuts, you see them adding text and background noise and fun little clips, and you have to make it interesting so that people are gonna wanna come back to your channel. And if you need to, you can always take inspiration from those YouTubers, because if that's what brings you to their channel, then that's what's gonna bring somebody to your channel. The last tip that I have for editing is when it comes to your thumbnails, y'all. When it comes to thumbnails, you need to have a good thumbnail. Thumbnails, 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 thumbnails. Okay, y'all. I use Canva. You don't even need the pro version for you to make good thumbnails. Canva free does you justice. Like, Canva Free has everything that you need to make a good thumbnail. I believe the very first thumbnail that I actually did make on Canva that I loved was my room transformation video. Again, that has me over 20K now. So it's really just investing in little things like that that'll get your channel to bring more subscribers in. You can add in different pictures, you can add in multiple pictures, you can add in text, color. You can do so much on Canva Free that will literally make you have the best thumbnail in the world. When it comes to your thumbnails, you need to take pictures of everything that you're doing when you're recording a video. If your video is about you making a vlog of, let's say, going to Target, running some errands, doing your makeup, get ready with me, whatever it is, you need to take a picture of everything that you're doing that corresponds to that video. If you're going to Target in your video, you need to take a picture of the little Target sign or your little Target bag or the receipt or the little checkout at Target. If you're doing a get ready with me, take a picture of your makeup laid out or take a picture of your finished look. If you're going to the gym in your video, then take a picture of your gym outfit or take a picture of the weights. Things like that that correspond to your video is what should be shown in your thumbnail so that your subscribers know what they're going to be watching. And I stand on this. I will literally die on this hill that bad videos with good thumbnails can get more views than a good video with a bad thumbnail. Because if you have a bad thumbnail, I'm not even thinking about clicking on your video because your thumbnail's bad. Your thumbnail is what brings in your subscribers to click on your video along with your title, but your thumbnail is definitely more important. If your thumbnail is bad, I'm not clicking on it. But if you have a good, eye-catching, bright thumbnail, it's more likely that I'm going to click on your thumbnail than somebody who has a blurry and dark thumbnail. You could have a great video that you spent so much time on and put a lot of effort into, but if you have a bad thumbnail, all that effort that you put into that video has gone literally down the drain compared to somebody who even has just not as good a video and their thumbnail looks amazing. Because I've clicked on many videos that had great thumbnails, but the video wasn't as good as the thumbnail was showing. Even with bad thumbnails, their thumbnail was terrible, but their video was great and they have lower views. I would say focus a lot on having a good thumbnail, make it eye-catching, add a lot of text, add those pictures that correspond to the video, and I promise you, your video will do amazing. Now let's get into monetization. So when you're starting a YouTube channel, there's a little section in YouTube Studio that shows you how many subscribers you need and the amount of watch hours that you'll need as well. So in order to get monetized, you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours within a 12-month period. My biggest tip with monetization is I wouldn't focus so hard on the numbers and how many subscribers you have and how many watch hours you have, because if you focus so much on the numbers, then it's gonna kind of take away from the fun of YouTube. The more you look at those numbers, the more you're gonna focus on that than actually wanting to create content. Yeah, your videos may not be doing the best that you want right now. You can have a video that blows up in a day. Honestly, it takes one video for you to get monetized. Like, one video could literally take you over the top. So I would just say focus not so much on the numbers and how far you have away from getting monetized, but rather focus on creating that content and showing up for the subscribers that you do have and the ones that are already here at your channel. My next tip is that you have to be original when it comes to creating content and starting your own platform. This app is very oversaturated as it is. So when you're trying to act like somebody else, I promise you, your subscribers can tell. It's very easy to pick up on other people's mannerisms the more you watch them, but don't make their content yours. You need to be your own person and be yourself when it comes to YouTube, because I promise you, everybody can tell when you're trying to act like somebody else. And like I was saying before, it's definitely okay to be inspired by somebody, but don't make that your whole personality and become them. You definitely need to be original so that people can come back to your videos. I should have stated this before when I was talking about equipment and all that stuff, but with YouTube, you have to get comfortable speaking to a camera. I would say YouTube is more of a newer profession. It's not new, but it's newer, especially just in our up-and-coming generation. But you have to get comfortable speaking to a camera. Like right now, I'm literally speaking to a camera lens. It is a little weird, especially at first, but after some time, you'll get used to it. I would make videos that you're not gonna post acting like you're making a vlog or acting like you're doing a get ready with me, just so that you can get comfortable speaking to a camera. because at the end of the day, this isn't a normal profession. It's not really normal to be speaking to a camera like this every day or however much times you make a video. I would say before you start, you have to get comfortable speaking to a camera. Nobody wants to see you speaking to a camera like this and speaking so quietly and not looking at the camera lens. Nobody wants to see you doing that, and that will push people away from your channel so quickly. You need to come on camera like you're the most confident person in the room, like you've done this before, and you need to show people that you're comfortable in front of a camera. And my best tip for talking to a camera is to not think of it like you're actually talking to just a camera lens. You need to act like you're talking to 1,000 people, because at the end of the day, you never know who's gonna watch your video and which video is gonna blow up. So talk to the camera like you're always talking to someone, or talking to your best friend or your sister or your mom. Whatever makes you comfortable is what you need to imagine the camera like. My next tip is something that I actually have not heard anybody say before, so I want to touch on it just a little bit. But you need to stop calling yourself a small YouTuber. You're unconsciously telling yourself that you're small and that you're diminishing yourself with that statement alone. When people ask me what I do, I just say I create content or I'm a YouTuber. I have never not once say that I'm a small YouTuber, because what does that really even mean? Yeah, you might not have a platform that is as big as other people, but don't say that you're a small YouTuber, because if somebody's asking you, they don't know that you're a small YouTuber. They're just gonna know that you're a YouTuber. So I would say stop calling yourself small just because you're downplaying it in your head now, and now you're subconsciously saying, I'm a small YouTuber and I'm always gonna be a small YouTuber, because you're not always gonna be a small YouTuber. So I would just say, cut the word small out of your vocabulary completely. This next tip is probably one of the biggest tips that I can give you guys, especially when you're starting from literally zero. You have to promote yourself. Now, this is a tip that I need to take, because this is something that I do not do, that I literally need to start doing immediately. Promoting yourself is the only way that people are gonna know that you have a YouTube channel. Anytime you post a video, you need to take your thumbnail and you need to post it to your Instagram story, or you need to post it to TikTok. Whenever you post a video, you need to take the first 5 seconds or however long your intro is and post it to Instagram, post it to TikTok, post it as a YouTube short if you need to. But you have to promote yourself or nobody's gonna know who you are. Every single time you post a video, you need to promote that video. And also, whenever you're promoting that video, especially to Instagram, you need to post the link to that video in the story. So if you're posting your thumbnail on your story, you need to link the YouTube link for your video in your Instagram story, so people can just automatically click on it and boom, they're watching your video, and that's a view right there. And you also have to stop being afraid of what people would think about you. Again, this is something that I struggled with, especially when I first started as well. People are going to talk about you regardless of what you do. Regardless if you're doing something good or doing something bad, people are always going to talk about you. If they're going to talk about you regardless, you might as well do what you want. So post that video to your story, post that video on YouTube. Stop caring what people think, because 9 times out of 10 you're only caring about the people that you know and what they think. You're not thinking about the people who are completely random showing up to your channel. So stop caring what those people think, because at the end of the day, if they're talking about you that bad, then they're miserable. So post that video, post that content, and let's get on our Zoom. These next 2 tips are kind of silly, but I thought I would put it in here because, again, a lot of people don't talk about it because it's something that just like irks my nervous system. Stop falling for influencers who are trying to sell you a masterclass on how to create a YouTube channel and how to become a content creator and how to get sponsorships and all this stuff. Let's be for real. Those influencers who are selling you those master courses for $80 and $100 or whatever, any kind of dollar at will, because in this economy, money is precious, are literally just doing it for a money grab. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that their tips and tricks aren't useful. You can literally learn how to do YouTube from YouTube. So if you're buying a masterclass for $30, $40, $50, you literally just wasted your money. If you're trying to start a YouTube channel, you can literally look it up on TikTok, on YouTube. I don't care if it's your favorite influencer who you've been watching for 13 years coming out with the masterclass. Do not buy that masterclass, okay? If you think that you need to buy that masterclass and you have that masterclass in your cart, delete it. The next silly tip that I wanted to just bring to the table is stop doing sub for subs. A lot of people still do it. Sub for sub is literally when someone comments on your channel and they're saying, I subscribe to you, will you subscribe back? Don't do it, stop it, delete it. No. When you do sub for sub, that person's not really coming to your channel for you. They're really just coming to your channel so that they can gain more subscribers. And that person's more than likely 9 times out of 10 not even gonna watch your videos. So I would definitely 1000% never do sub for sub. And my last tip for creating a YouTube channel in 2024 would just be not to give up. I know that it can be very hard creating videos and sometimes staying up all night to edit a video to get it out the next day. I've done it for a long time and a lot of the time it doesn't even pay off. I know it's hard spending all this time editing and creating content just for you not to get the views that you want or the views that you would like. You have to genuinely believe in yourself and keep going. The same way you would do anything else, like starting a sport. You're not just gonna automatically give up. It's the same way when it comes to YouTube. I promise you, someone is always watching, and again, it only takes one video for you to blow up and to put you on the map. So you genuinely just have to keep going. That is all the tips that I have for you guys for creating a content channel in 2024. There's a lot of other tips that I could genuinely give you guys. I could make multiple videos on this, but I just wanted to give you guys a general idea of how you can start a YouTube channel in 2024. If you guys do have any other questions about starting a YouTube channel or some other things that you guys would like to know, then I will definitely help you guys. You can always reach out to me on Instagram or just comment down below, honestly, and I'll definitely respond. And if you guys did like today's video, don't forget to hit that like button, and also don't forget to hit subscribe because we would love to have you here and love to have you join the family. But anyways, I will see you guys in my next and upcoming video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. Mwah. Bye.